on FM 88.5.
All right, it's 0820, and I hope you're at work. Since it's National Morning, we're not even going to make you feel bad about it.
No, we gotta.
No.
One more reason to feel bad won't kill you.
Isn't it like entertainment?
No.
Isn't a boo entertainment?
No.
It's not?
No.
Let's go with
That's shaming you.
Let's go ahead with your
For
bad
doing
self.
something that you should not have done.
All right, if you're supposed to be at work at 8 in the morning and you're still not there or just walking in, you are 21 minutes late. May God be with you. May all this gospel music change your life. In the name of Jesus, we pray. All right, it is National Morning, and today is the day before the end of the National Morning. And so many things have happened this week. I guess it all culminated into the president's address last night, which I must confess, I was doing something else yesterday, trying to make some money. So I didn't manage to watch it. Even up to now, I didn't watch it because I want to feel the way everyone felt when they actually watched it, the impact it had. Because Sean Tembo is having an address about it at 9 hours today. Do you know that, right? And Sean Tembo wrote like a whole list of things that he didn't like.
When you say Sean Tembo, in my mind, the only thing I'm picturing is all the memes I've been seeing lately.
Which memes? About what exactly? the same cry that you said was okay to cry that way? Have you changed your mind?
Memes? No, I have not. But I'm not everyone else.
Yeah.
I'm not everyone else. And everyone else is crazy.
You're pretty special.
And they have memes about it. Yo.
Oh man, well Sean Tembo is having an address about it, but he wrote like, I don't know, you know how Sean Tembo is. He's like writes like 10. How many points on the address? I'm not going to read all of them, but 18 points on the address. I don't even know who read all this.
Isn't that even longer than the address?
I think so. It's a long address as well. And then the first one, I'll just jump through this. This one says, if I was given an opportunity to describe in one word President Hakainde Hichilema's last evening's address to the nation regarding late former President Edgar Lungu, it would be deficient. And the second point, the president's speech was deficient, not because it came after 7 days late, not because it lacked empathy, but because it appeared pre-recorded and ended abruptly, not because it was delivered an hour later than scheduled. Yeah, and I'll jump to number 4. It is in fact the government. It is in fact that government had announced that the remains of the late former President Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu will be in Zambia from South Africa on Wednesday, 11th June. It is a fact that the remains are not yet in Zambia because government and ECL family haven't been able to agree on the modalities of the funeral. And then countrymen and women, it is also a fact that President Hakainde Hichilema is the head of state, the same state that currently has an impasse with ECL family. So when he had an opportunity to address the nation last evening, President Hakainde Hichilema had the duty and obligation to address the elephant in the room, which is the impasse between a government and ECL family. And then we jump to number 9. At this point, it is important to ask a few direct questions to President Hakainde Hichilema vis-a-vis the demands of ECL family. Since the ECL family do not want HH to attend ECL's funeral, what is so difficult with HH accepting to stay away from ECL's funeral? President Hakainde Hichilema's silence about the demand by the family means that he does not agree with it. So the question is why? Why is it important for him to see ECL's body? And then we'll jump to number 11. Thirdly, the ECL family has demanded that it must have control of the funeral program. More specifically, which churches and the church service it is held at, who speaks at such church services, in what order, etc., etc. The question to President Hakainde Hichilema is what is so difficult with agreeing to the family's demand, such that it should be a basis of his protracted deadlock? Why does President Hakainde Hichilema feel entitled to take over the entire program of ECL's funeral in the same manner and fashion that he took over Honorable Edith Nawakwi's funeral, despite perpetually harassing Nawakwi throughout her life with police raids and court cases? And we'll jump to the final one. I guess he had to leave it with a bang, right? The question that the Zambian people should ask themselves is whether the demands made by ECL family are so unreasonable and they should warrant the current nation's deadlock. My English. Okay,
You need glasses.
our view, yeah, I need glasses. Our view is that it is not. Lastly, allow me to address President Hakainde Hichilema directly. Mr. President, sir, you tormented your older brother in life. Please do not continue to torment him in death. Simply agree to the demands of the family and allow your elder brother to be mourned in a dignified way. I thank you, Mr. President. That's Sean Tembo, who will be addressing people, obviously over the same concerns. At 9 in the morning. You had time to watch it, right? What did you get out of it?
Well, I think what the president said was very mature, emphasizing really that political differences should not define us as a nation. We should let love lead and peace and unity. That is who we are as Zambians. That is the spirit of Ubuntu that we carry as a nation. I do, however, feel that there are quite a lot of issues that weren't addressed by the president. His call was basically for peace and unity. He did not dig deep into, talking about what people might have expected. There are others who say the president owes the Lungu family and ECL an apology, even if it comes posthumously. I don't know if he owes them an apology, because ECL also did some things to HH, which HH did not like, and perhaps he too would demand an apology, even if it comes posthumously. So there are issues like questions which have been raised by so many stakeholders now to say, okay, fine, tomorrow is the last day of national mourning, so the body has not yet arrived in the country. This means that the ECL families, the Lungu family and the state have not agreed. What happens once national mourning is over, So I feel that those issues perhaps must have been addressed since this was a national address about the passing of the former president. We should have been told, okay, when the period of national mourning ends and the body isn't here yet, this is what we're going to do next, and I saw Mao Zamba say there was no direct talk from the president to the family, like he didn't mention the wife and the kids and all. His opinion really, but all in all, what the president said was mature, although it lacked it did not give information to the public about what would happen next.
It didn't give us closure.
Didn't give us closure.
Okay,
yes.
I haven't watched it. I'll watch it. Well, President Hakainde Hichilema, this is from Jackson Silava. It says President Hakainde Hichilema's speech has struck a good tone on unity, belated during the period of national mourning. Post funeral and burial, President Hakainde Hichilema's words will be tested against his continued political actions towards his opponents. Lessons must be learned during this crisis and the new chapter opened in the political history of our nation. That's from Jackson Lover and president of GPZ. And other people that were weighing in on this, surprisingly, Savoy actually said,
no,
that was a good speech.
No, let's not go there.
No, I said surprisingly.
Yeah, that's enough.
Should I say Slap D said good speech, Mr. President, as well?
I mean, I think most of us agree, like I said, that the speech was quite mature. It preached love, it preached unity, it preached oneness, the spirit of one Zambia, one nation. So a lot of us are going to agree on that. But then it was also vague. It didn't really give us, like I said, most of us were looking to hear what's going to happen now that the remains of the former president have not been repatriated to our country. What's going to happen next? I also would have expected the president to say, okay, this is what we're going to do with the family. These are the decisions that have been made. I feel the address should have touched on
What if there are no decisions that have been made?
That is a problem. And then with this problem arising, if there are no decisions made, the president was also supposed to tell us, okay, since we have not come to a conclusion, this is the next way forward. So like right now, we are basically in the dark. We're still asking questions. We're still assuming.
Okay, I'm assuming as well. It's 8:30. Let's see if we can you play what the president had to say yesterday.
Okay.
The Daily News Minute brought to you by Shake and Sip Rice and Milk. A great meal. Bottle.
Fellow citizens, it has now been 7 days 7 days since the untimely passing of our 6th Republican President, Mr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Our thoughts remain with the bereaved family, whose pain is shared by many across the nation. Those who loved, respected, and honored President Lungu for his service to our country. Indeed, Zambia is a nation in mourning, not just for the loss of our former head of state, but for the last of the 6 men who have had the honor of leading our beloved republic before me. In this moment of collective grief, I wish to make a solemn call, a call for peace, a call for love, a call for unity. Let us embrace the bereaved family, the Patriotic Front Party, and their supporters with compassion and solidarity. Not as a political rival or political rivals, but as fellow Zambians, brothers and sisters who share a common destiny. Our political differences do not make us enemies. They make us participants in a dynamic democracy, a family with different views but shared aspirations. This diversity of opinion is a fundamental right that must be protected, especially in times of national mourning. We understand that some among us may express their pain through anger. And while this is human, or a human response to loss, we must meet it with understanding, patience, and indeed restraint. Now more than ever, compassion must guide our actions. To our members in the UPND, to other political parties, all national stakeholders, I urge you to respond to this moment with dignity, empathy, and respect. Do not allow yourselves to be drawn into provocation or division fueled by those who seek to exploit our pain for political gain. And yet, let us be clear, we shall not allow lawlessness, disorder, or anarchy to take root. We are a nation built on the rule of law, and that law must prevail without fear or favor. As a Christian nation, we turn to God for wisdom. We pray for His comfort, His peace, and His guiding hand over our beloved republic. Let love lead. Let unity bind us. Let our conduct reflect the greatness of our spirit as Zambians. As president, my sacred duty is to serve all citizens, regardless of political affiliation, ethnicity, race, or creed. Now is the time to put aside our differences, to rise above division, to work together for the common good. Let us show the world that even in moments of sorrow, Zambians respond with grace, dignity, and unshakable belief that good shall always triumph over evil. We make this humble and sincere plea. Let us allow the people of Zambia to bid farewell to their former president with respect and honor that befits the high office he once held. We trust in God. We trust in His purpose for our nation. May we mourn together in dignity, in unity, and above all, in love. I thank you.
Breakfast.
That was Daily News Minute, brought to you by Shake and Sip.